section, we will be working with formulas. The first type of problem will require us to rearrange formulas. The second type will be word problems that require us to work with formulas. When we rearrange formulas, we will, for the most part, follow the steps we have for solving equations. I think we're going to find these problems much more difficult due to all the other variables in the formula. What you are going to need to do is see all other variables as constants. Your job is to isolate the requested variable without violating any rules. Here we are solving for t. T is only in one term. We start by moving all other terms that don't have t in it to the opposite side. And here you see p being subtracted from both sides. What is left is a term with t multiplied by two other variables. We need to get rid of the p and the r attached to the t. And we do this by canceling off p and r, by dividing. Every term needs to be divided by p and r, so on the left-hand side I've chosen to use one long fraction line instead of dividing each term separately. If this were an equation, we would clear denominators first. We do the same here. Multiply both sides by 3. We're solving for h. Only one term has h in it, and it's already by itself. All we have left to do is get rid of a that's attached to it. Our last step is to divide both sides by a. The first thing we are going to need to do here is find the volume of the fish tank. Once we do that, we can determine then how many goldfish can fit in that tank. We'll use the fact that each goldfish needs 2 cubic meters at the very end of the problem. You may need to look up the volume for a cylinder. It's the area of the base times the height. Be careful, since the diameter is given and the formula uses the radius. We take half of the diameter for the radius. Substituting in and multiplying for the volume, we get 150.8 cubic meters. Now that we know the volume of the tank, let's see how many goldfish will fit in the tank, knowing that each goldfish needs 2 cubic meters of space. If you're struggling with the fact we need to divide, then think of it this way. We are essentially dividing up the fish tank to see how many fish we can fit in it. If that doesn't help, focus on the units of the two numbers. In the middle of this slide, the cubic meters cancel and leave you with units of goldfish. We need to know the formula for perimeter, or at least how to find it. We're looking for the width and the length, and notice how the author states the length in terms of the width. Because of this, we define W to be the width. Oftentimes, it helps to draw the geometric figure, in this case a rectangle. We need to start pulling the information from the problem. We know the perimeter is 36 meters, and we know that the length is 4 more than the width. Perimeter is the distance around the rectangle, so we'll be adding 2 lengths and 2 widths for the perimeter. And notice the substitution for the length. After the substitution, we solve for a width of 7. The length is 4 more than this, so 11 centimeters. We finish by formally stating the solution to the problem with units. This has been quick. Hopefully it's been helpful. Thank you for listening.